What are the 5 different types of storage classes that we use in C and C++? In today's video, we're going to be looking down and breaking down each of the 5 different storage classes that we use and how they are applied and the advantages of using each one in the C++ programming language. So let's get into the PowerPoint presentation where I'm going to be explaining you in detail. Okay, so the first type of storage class variable is a global variable. So with global variables, the global variables are declared at the start of the program. So the thing with global variables is that they're normally declared on top of a C file or on top of a header file before all the created functions and the int main function, because the advantage of declaring global variables is that it allows us to access the global variables anywhere in the code, even with multiple files. So you could have multiple header files, multiple C files, and if you declare a variable global, you're still going to be able to access that global variable declared in that one file. So there's the code example here of declaring a global variable. And then next we've got a local variable. So local variables are also known as automatic variables because they're only visible within the function declared. As you can see in this example here, we've got an example function called test that we've created, and we've got an example variable which is called integer x. So that's only available inside the test function here. If I create another function called, say, for example, test number 2 and try to access the variable int x, it won't be allowed because since it's only been declared as a local variable, and since it's declared inside the test function, its lifetime is the same as the lifetime of the function as well. And then we've got register variables. So what register variables do is that it stores the variable in the CPU instead of the RAM. It's almost similar to a local variable, but it has the advantage of increasing the access speed and making the program run faster. So if you're writing an embedded program that needs to be really fast, where every single millisecond counts, register variables would have an advantage here. But you see, the thing is, with register variables, they can only be declared only within a block, which means you cannot have global or static register variables. So here's an example here of declaring a register variable here. We've got 2 local variables here, and then we've also got a register variable here, and the final output of variable number 1 and number 2 is going to be equal to the register integer here, which is what I've got here under here, which I'm highlighting here with my mouse cursor. And then we've got static variables. So with static variables can only be initialized and allocated once in the beginning of a program execution. And it can only be used within that function where it's declared, but it's only destroyed after the program execution has finished. So an ideal time to use a static variable would be the same to save the variables in a recursive function, and it's not going to be used anywhere else. So if you know for sure that a static variable that you declared is only going to be used within that area, by all means ahead, go and declare a static variable. But if you need it elsewhere, like in multiple files, it's better to use either an external variable or a global variable. Which segues to the final one, which is external variables. So external variables allows us to access a variable in a file, which is declared as a global variable in one file, and that can be used in a separate file. So this is kind of related to global variables. In C programming, it's better to declare an external variable if you want to access a file in a different folder, and a different file. Sorry. So yeah, those are the 5 different types of storage classes that we use in C and C++. Attention computer science and engineering students. Are you tired of falling asleep in class while your lecturer spills that C++ gobbledygook? My name is Sahil Bora, and I'm the founder and proprietor of the C++ Better Explained website. What I'm offering you guys today is my 87-page book that outlines how to quickly and easily master the fundamentals of the C++ programming language. So if you've been searching around for free C++ tutorials that haven't made any sense at all, or free YouTube videos that have made you want to gouge your eyes out, my book will put all that rest today, because my book is written in a straightforward and direct manner that will get you understanding the fundamentals of the C++ language in a matter of days, using my learning tools such as analogies for dummies, logic made easy, and simple code diagrams that makes learning the C++ language brain dead easy and super fast. The book is $19, so click on the orange button below and pick up your copy today. You will not regret this at all.